Welcome back to the channel where we remember the stars who once brought magic into our lives, the faces who made us laugh, think, and feel something real. Today, we revisit One Foot in the Grave, a show that combines sharp humor with the bittersweet moments of everyday life. Over the years, many incredible talents who helped bring that world to life have sadly left us. Whether they were mainstays or appeared briefly, every actor added a spark that stayed with us long after the screen faded to black. This video is a tribute to those beloved cast members who are no longer with us, honoring their work, their spirit, and the memories they left behind. Georgina Hale, the gifted British actress who passed away on January 4, 2024, at the age of 80. Georgina's remarkable career spanned 6 decades, where she graced the stage, film, and television with a quiet strength and memorable depth. She was best known for her role as Daisy Kay in the beloved TV show One Foot in the Grave, but her talents reached far beyond that. Born Georgina Hale in Ilford, Essex, she endured a difficult childhood marked by constant moves and an unrecognized struggle with literacy, which left her feeling like the dunce in school and deeply affected her confidence. Yet, from those humble and painful beginnings, she forged a powerful path into acting, training at the prestigious Royal Academy of Dramatic Art and debuting with the Royal Shakespeare Company in 1965. Her stage work was both prolific and praised, including a Laurence Olivier Award nomination for her lead role in Steaming, and many acclaimed performances in classic plays like The Seagull and Pygmalion. On screen, Georgina's most iconic film role was as Alma Mahler in Ken Russell's Mahler 1974, a performance so compelling it won her the British Academy Film Award for Most Promising Newcomer. Her portrayal of Alma was electric, showcasing a complex mix of vulnerability and fierce passion that captured the pain and bitterness beneath the character's surface. She was also amused to Russell in other provocative films, such as The Devils and The Boyfriend, where her fearless commitment shone through. Despite such acclaim, Georgina's career faced harsh realities. After her BAFTA win, roles became scarce, and she endured years of professional hardship, even washing dishes to make ends meet. She candidly spoke about the cruel ageism of the acting world, where she was rejected by numerous agents simply for being over 45, making her question her very identity as an actress. Yet, she never stopped working, continuing to appear in beloved TV series like Doctor Who, Emmerdale, Hollyoaks, and of course, One Foot in the Grave, where her character added subtle richness to the show's tapestry. Fans admired her unmistakable voice and nuanced presence, remembering her as a quietly powerful figure who brought honesty and soul to every role. Her death leaves a profound void in British acting. A woman who faced early struggles and industry rejection, but who never lost her artistry or spirit. Georgina Hale's legacy is one of resilience, depth, and haunting beauty. Her performances remain timeless, echoing the truth of a life both challenging and extraordinary. Ryan Murphy, the beloved English actor, best known for his unforgettable role as George Roper in the 1970s sitcoms Man About the House and its spin-off George and Mildred, passed away on February 2, 2025, at the age of 92 after a short battle with cancer at his home in Kent. Born on the Isle of Wight in 1932, Murphy's journey into acting began with his national service at RAF Northwood, where he met Richard Briers, and later he honed his craft at the Theatre Workshop under Joan Littlewood's guidance, a troupe known for its groundbreaking, working-class theater. It was there Murphy developed his trademark comedic style, playing the henpecked, lazy landlord George Roper, a character whose frailty and cunningness brought laughter and warmth to millions, especially when paired with Eutha Joyce's sharp, domineering Mildred. Their chemistry on screen was a reflection of a deep friendship that stretched back decades, which made the sitcom's humor and pathos resonate even more with viewers. George and Mildred became a cultural phenomenon, attracting tens of millions of viewers, until its untimely end after Joyce's tragic death in 1980, with Murphy standing by her side. Though he faced setbacks with later shows like The Incredible Mr. Tanner and L for Lester, Murphy continued to demonstrate his versatile talent with roles in Last of the Summer Wine, Wizadora, and appearances on The Bill and The Catherine Tate Show. His portrayal of Alvin Smedley in Last of the Summer Wine showed his ability to bring to life characters who were both endearing and subtly complex well into his later years. Off-screen, Murphy was known as a profoundly good-hearted and joyful man, a sentiment echoed by his wife Linda Regan, who mourned him as her soulmate, and his friends who admired his warmth and talent. Even as age advanced, Murphy's love for acting never waned, with plans to appear in a film alongside his wife in 2025. Ryan Murphy's death marks the loss of a cherished figure in British comedy, whose characters brought laughter and a reflection of everyday human struggles to countless fans. His legacy lives on in the laughter he inspired and the memorable roles he embodied with such gentle humor and humanity. Dorene Mantle, the beloved South African-born British actress who passed away peacefully at the age of 97 on August 9, 2023. Dorene is most warmly remembered for her unforgettable role as Jean Warboys in the classic British sitcom One Foot in the Grave, which aired from 1990 to 2000. Jean Warboys, the hapless yet endearing and somewhat naive friend of Margaret Meldrew, brought a special charm and warmth to the show, perfectly balancing the grumpy humor of Victor Meldrew, played by Richard Wilson. Dorene's portrayal was so genuine and nuanced that her character felt deeply real, creating many iconic and hilarious moments throughout 18 episodes. Born in Johannesburg in 1926 to English parents, Dorene spent her early years moving between South Africa and the UK before finally settling in Britain in her 20s, driven by her opposition to apartheid and a desire to make a difference in the world. Before her television fame, she was a distinguished stage actress, earning the prestigious Laurence Olivier Award in 1979 for Best Actress in a Supporting Role for her work in Death of a Salesman at the National Theatre, showcasing her tremendous talent beyond comedy. Throughout her career, Dorene appeared in a wide array of British television dramas and comedies, including The Duchess of Duke Street, Sam Saturday, Casualty, The Bill, Coronation Street, and Jam and Jerusalem, where she played the beloved lollipop Lady Queenie. Even in her later years, she continued to grace screens with memorable appearances, such as her poignant role in Coronation Street as Joy Fishwick. Dorene's career spanned over 6 decades, marked by her versatility on stage, screen, and radio, leaving behind a legacy of heartfelt performances. Her death at home in London brought an outpouring of sadness, as she was not only a talented actress, but also a cherished figure who brought joy and laughter to many. She is survived by her 2 sons, 4 grandchildren, and 1 brother, who carry forward her memory. David Renwick, creator of One Foot in the Grave, expressed deep sorrow at her passing, praising her as a trooper with unmatched honesty and skill in bringing Mrs. Warboys to life. Dorene Mantle's life and work remain a testament to the power of kindness, humor, and enduring talent, and she will be deeply missed by fans. colleagues, and loved ones alike. Stephen Lewis, the cherished English actor and playwright, who brought to life the unforgettable character of Inspector Cyril Blakey Blake in the much-loved 1970s sitcom On the Buses, died peacefully on August 12, 2015, at the age of 88 in a nursing home in Wanstead, East London, where he spent his final years alongside his sister Connie. Born on December 17, 1926, in Poplar, East London, Stephen's early years were far removed from the limelight. He worked as a bricklayer, electrician's mate, carpenter, and even served in the Merchant Navy. It was a visit to the theater workshop, led by the pioneering director Joan Littlewood, that changed his life forever. Invited to audition after seeing one of their performances, Lewis left the sea behind to join the company and soon made his West End debut in Brendan Behan's The Hostage in 1958. He also co-wrote the acclaimed play Sparrows Can't Sing, which was adapted into a film, showcasing his deep connection to East End working-class life and social realism. However, it was his role as Blakey in On the Buses from 1969 to 1973 that etched him into the hearts of millions. Though only 42 when he began, Lewis's skillful makeup and physical comedy turned him into the archetypal grumpy bus inspector, delivering the famous catchphrase, "I ate you, butler," with such comic timing and physicality that Blakey became an iconic figure representing the frustration of middle management in a working-class setting. The show, despite being considered crude and politically incorrect by today's standards, was wildly popular, running for 74 episodes and spawning 3 films. Stephen's portrayal captured the essence of a man who was often outwitted by the roguish bus driver Stan Butler, played by Reg Varney, and his blustering yet hapless authority made audiences laugh while sympathizing with his relentless but futile efforts to maintain order. After On the Buses, Lewis continued to act in television and film, notably playing Clem Smiler Hemingway in the BBC's Last of the Summer Wine for 17 years until ill health forced his retirement in 2007. This role allowed him to show a softer, more melancholic side of his acting, embodying a character that was less combative but equally endearing. Despite suffering from severe arthritis and battling prostate cancer, Stephen maintained a remarkable sense of humor and resilience. Those close to him recall that even in his last days, he would jokingly recite his famous lines from On the Buses, keeping alive the spirit of Blakey. Stephen was also known for his lifelong commitment to socialism and activism, campaigning alongside figures like Tony Benn, reflecting a man deeply engaged with the social issues of his time. His nephew and others remember him as a warm, funny man with a relaxed and easygoing nature off-screen, a stark contrast to his often stern and irritable characters. Stephen Lewis's death marked the passing of a true legend of British comedy, whose characters captured the working-class spirit with humor, heart, and authenticity. His legacy endures not only through his unforgettable roles, but also through the warmth and laughter he brought to generations of viewers, making him a beloved figure whose memory will long remain in the world of British television and theater.